Hey guys, so it is Sunday, about almost 5, and yeah, just gonna go to dinner and a movie with my new friend, and so I'm just waiting for him to pick me up. I like that he's gonna pick me up. I think that's nice. I'm used to being so independent, so it's kind of nice someone picking me up. Let's see. I really want to thank you guys. I am over 5,000 subscribers now. I was just on the brink for a really long time, and there were like, it was at 4,996, and I was like, wow, you know, well maybe I'll get a couple in the next couple weeks, and then it jumped up to 5,022. So thank you a lot. I don't even know how to thank you guys. Other than just keeping doing what I'm doing. I got so much positive feedback after the video in which I talked about the comment I gotten about someone unsubscribing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I don't know how else to thank you other than just keep doing what I'm doing. And I just said that already, but yeah. So what else to talk about? I think I'm going to talk about yesterday, and I mean, it was just filled with so many NSVs, which for those of you that don't know is non-scale victories, because you probably already know I don't get on the scale. I don't like the scale, and it's not about the number for me, even though I am losing weight, and I'm sure you guys can see that and notice that. I'm starting to notice, even in the last couple weeks, I feel like it's kind of jumped back into gear. So let's see, started the day, I went to OA, and afterwards I really wanted to talk to someone, and so I asked them to go on a walk with me, and it worked out great, and we walked, you know, a couple blocks. I don't even know exactly, but you know, a few years ago I would have never been able to do that, and it didn't cause me any pain to walk. I mean, I used to be in pain walking, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling that I can walk and talk, and just, it's an experience that I didn't realize I was missing out on. I went to, let's see, I did end up going to the mall. I did end up returning the jeans that I bought. I just was not comfortable in them at all. I just felt like they were too tight. I felt like they hugged my lower stomach area, and it was really unflattering to me. So I returned them for now, but I will still be on the lookout for jeans. I also did return the high neck shirt. I just wasn't really comfortable in it, and you know, who knows? It's not like I'm stopping buying clothes. I'm always on the lookout for different clothes and more fashionable clothes, and so I went to the mall, and then after that I went to coffee with one of my girlfriends, and then I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my car. Working at the music festival, parking downtown is a little bit limited, and so I wasn't quite sure where to park. So I ended up parking 3 blocks down and 1 block over. And you know, again, in the past I would have never been able to do that. I actually did have a DMV parking pass if I needed to park closer, and so it was just amazing that I could just park my car and just go, and it feels like freedom. Well, in the job that we did, it was helping people cross the crosswalk, so I was pretty much on my feet for 3.5 hours, and again, I would have never been able to do that. I think even a few months ago I would have had a hard time doing that, and I so appreciate my body and how it can move now, and it's just such a wonderful blessing that I don't feel so much pain. My legs were sore yesterday, especially into the evening. They just felt like really tight and heavy, but you know, it wasn't like sharp stabbing pains like I used to get. I wore sunscreen, a lot of sunscreen, and no sunburns. Woo! Being in the sun for 3.5 hours in almost 90 degrees, I would have thought was impossible. And yeah, it was great. I'm gonna go grab the sunscreen I've been using because it's really good. So one sec. Okay, so one of my friends told me about this. The Neutrogena, it's 100 proof, 100 plus. Broad spectrum, ultra sheer dry touch. And it says lightweight, clean feel. It is actually, it's true to what they say. I just rub it on and it's dry immediately. It does not feel greasy at all. It's like I'm not even wearing it. So I've added this as part of my self-care, skincare routine. And I just think it's really important. I did mention it in my OA meeting. I can't remember if I mentioned it here on a video, but I feel like it's an amazing thing that I've started doing is that I'm wearing sunscreen every day, regardless if I'm going to be like in the direct sun, like if I have something planned. It used to be I would only wear sunscreen if I had something planned, and now I just do it. And I think that says a lot, that I care more about myself and my body than ever. So that feels amazing. And yeah, I remember to put sunscreen in my part. I usually miss that spot. I wore tennis shoes, so I didn't have to worry about putting it on my feet. And yeah, I mean, it was really great. After the music festival, well, okay, so I'll tell you about that too. They fed the volunteers dinner, so we had dinner, and then we took a couple of pictures, which was fun. And one of the guys that I've been talking to on the dating website, I don't know that him and I are going to date, but we just like talking to each other. And so he was trying to give me tips on my profile, and he said, you need more social pictures. And so the gal that was with me and I told her this, so the gal that was with me kept taking like pictures of me when I wasn't looking, because she was trying to catch a candid shot. So that was kind of funny too, because I'd be like playing, so we went to an arcade and I'd be playing pinball with my concentration face, and then I look over and she's like snapping pictures. But you know, I appreciate that she was doing that, you know. So the music festival was really fun. I haven't seen a live band play in a long time, so that was great. I really appreciate that people were out dancing, and I feel like they're really brave. I am not much of a dancer, like around people. I just feel self-conscious about it. Hopefully that will change in the future, but in my late teens, early 20s, I would go to raves, and I found myself resorting back into that feel. It reminded me of that, which was kind of fun. So yeah, just being around people, and I really am enjoying getting looks from people and men, and just talking to more people. I feel like I was so isolated for so long, and it's amazing to just feel comfortable around people, and like I talk to them and they actually want to hear what I have to say. So who knew? Sorry, this one's going to be kind of rambly, but I don't know what else to talk about. But I want to talk about this because it was, you know, an experience that I wouldn't have thought I'd be having. So we went to the bar place, and I got carded a few times last night, and I think I need to get a new driver's license picture. I'm going to insert it here. And yeah, I got a couple of eyebrows, like, I'm like, yeah, it probably doesn't look like me so much anymore. So you know, I don't want to have to sit there and debate with them. Yeah, it's me, I promise. I've just lost a bunch of weight and my hair is different and whatever. You know, I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and get a new picture. And that's a good thing, right? Yeah, it was fun playing video games. I haven't done that in a really long time, and I'd like to do it again. I played skee ball, and I did pretty good. I actually got a couple of the 50s in there. So skee ball is where you got those wooden balls and you roll them up the thing, and then there's the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, and the 50, and you have to try and get the ball in the shoot thing. So I got a couple of 50s, and I was like, hey, all right, I'm getting the hang of this. And then this guy comes up, and he's watching me, and I'm like, hi. And he's like, all right, show me what you got. And I'm like, oh, great. So of course I got pretty much all 10s. I was like, shoot. Because I'm a little competitive with that. And of course, put on the spot, I didn't do so good. So I guess I could have asked him to show me his skills, but show me how to do it. Anyway, and then I was playing, they had a Michael Jackson video game. These were a lot of video games from like the 80s. And so I was playing that, and this guy came up and he's like, can I play with you? And I'm like, sure. And so we're trying to play it, and then he was having a hard time getting the quarter to go in, and then he got his to come out, and then it came, like, it spit 3 other quarters out. So then we played a bunch of times, and then I tried to put more quarters in, and then it wouldn't take my quarters. So I was just like, hey, good game, you know. And then we, you know, went our different ways. But it was just fun. It's just fun to talk to people, and yeah. I rode with my friend in her car. That's an NSV, because riding in other people's cars was really kind of out when I was heavier, because the seatbelt would never fit, and because my leg, I just wouldn't fit in the car. So I was always just driving my own car, which again, you know, is great for dating tonight too. I know his seatbelt fits. I know I can sit in his car comfortably, and frankly, I can sit in pretty much all cars comfortably, and that's a huge NSV. I even last night asked her, you know, I don't know that I'm going to put the seatbelt on. She's like, you need to put the seatbelt on. I said, I don't think it's going to fit. And then it totally fit, and she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. It's just past stuff, and so yeah, it was a really great night, and I feel like it was such a learning experience, and just filled with experiences. I feel like I was trapped, and now I'm free. Corny and whatever, but it's true. Because I've been so busy, I mean, literally every night last week I was out. Because I've been so busy, I decided today, ooh, that's my dryer. I decided today just to kind of do a self-care day and just take it easy and relax. So that's what I did. I cleaned up a little bit around the house and did a couple chores and stuff, and then I laid down and read a book, and I think I fell asleep for a little bit, but it's really warm today, and so it's cool in my living room area, but in my bedroom it's warm. So I woke up kind of feeling like out of sorts a little bit, but I really wasn't like sleeping for very long. So I was listening to music, so that's why, I mean, I don't really think I slept too deep, but yeah, and then I got ready, and now I'm just waiting for the date. So I think we're gonna try and go to see that movie Lucy, and then we're gonna go to PF Chang's first. I like to get the lettuce wraps there as my meal, and the last few restaurants him and I went to, you know, I can't really eat. I pretty much eat half of the entree is about right. So obviously we're gonna go to the movie after, so I won't be taking any like to-go boxes with me. So yeah, just gonna do the lettuce wraps, no soup or appetizers or anything, and I don't really even put the lettuce wraps in the lettuce often. I usually just kind of eat the meat. They have those little, they look like kind of fried noodles maybe, so sometimes I'll kind of put that on top for a little bit of crunch. But yeah, I enjoy that. It was his idea to go there, which I'm completely good with, and I doubt we'll eat anything during the movie. So yeah, it'll be good, and I think that's all I'm gonna say for now. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.